This is our third play by Neil LaBute. It's the story of a guy, a white guy, who comes back to his hometown. He bumps into a young woman he had a crush on in high school, and it turns out that she has married another one of their high school friends, but this guy's African American. His name's Cody. So what starts happening here is that we get a triangle with the man basically trying to break up the marriage. So ultimately, this is a play about people doing their best to achieve happiness in their own lives, but at what cost?
Carrie and I read it when we were working on Collapse. Tried to get Gabe to read it, and I was like, here, read this. And he came in to the dressing room during Collapse, and he had this look like, I was like, oh, you read the play.
There's several things I like about Neil LaBute. First and foremost, he is a completely unique playwright.
The actual structure and narrative of the play is always in question. It's always changing. You're not sure exactly who to believe or what's happening.
I think the rug gets pulled out from you about 3 times, where you're going to go, what just happened? And so I'm actually thinking that people may want to come back a second time to try to see all the little clues that they missed the first time.
There's things we can't talk about. The play is a mashup of Pinter and Shakespeare, of Othello and Betrayal.
And Amy Mann's songs and
Amy
lyrics.
Mann's song and lyrics.
There's a riff on Thomas Hardy novels, Alfred Hitchcock films. We've been having a ball, really just trying to pull all this stuff out.
Whether people like the show or hate the show, they're watching the show. Nobody's falling asleep in the show. Nobody. You know, there's always the guy in the... No, they're hearing every word.
Because LaBute's not writing from a real intellectual place about race in America and gender in America. That's not where he's coming from. He's like, what's your gut say? What do you feel walking down the street or when you enter a room or at a party or at a job interview? Like, what's the gut? What's the worst thing you think?
He has people say out loud what we know other people are thinking. I think the audiences are going to come away from the show with lots of feelings. This play is going to invoke just so much conversation amongst the audience members. They're going to have to talk about it. That's one of the reasons we're doing this play.
I would so much rather be a part of the discussion than push the things under the rug. I'd rather say that, yeah, we're being honest about the fact that even though we're in this liberal enclave, we have racism and sexism as part of our daily lives.
The issues are difficult, but by the time people leave the theater after seeing the show, they're going to talk. They're going to talk about this show. They're not just going to be talking about where they're going to eat. They're going to talk about this show. They're going to talk about the relationships and how people relate to each other, and that's a good thing.